Hey, shalom and God bless you. Tonight, I'm going to expose Islam that Adam, Moses, Abraham, Ishmael, Dawud, Jesus were not Muslims. Now, quickly, I will go into 101. Now, according to Islam, you cannot be a Muslim until you recite the Shahada. We all know that Muhammad existed years after the Bible. The individual I mentioned, they lived at a time where Muhammad was not born. Now, how can they recite Shahada? There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is a prophet of Allah without Muhammad being born. How possible is that? How could Adam say, there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is a prophet of Allah? Adam is saying those words. Muhammad is not even born, not even in the picture. How can Adam be a Muslim? How can Moses be a Muslim? How can Dawud be a Muslim? Etc. 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 Now let's jump quickly. Allah claimed that every community He gave a prophet and a book. Quran chapter 10 verse number 47. I'm not going to read all of these verses, but when you read that, Allah said to every nation He gives a messenger. That means every nation, whatever nation you are, there is a messenger there. And if your nation existed before Muhammad, there was a messenger. And how can the messenger in your nation, before Muhammad was born, recited a Shahada and mentioning the name Muhammad? Or can you recite a Shahada without mentioning Muhammad? Is it possible? Let's proceed. Quran chapter 16 verse 37. And it said, and we certainly sent into every nation a messenger. It's just repetition of what I said. Every messenger, there was a messenger. Now, here is a problem. Number one is Adam, Prophet Adam, according to Islam. If indeed Adam was a Muslim and Allah revealed a book according to the Quran, there are questions I would love Allah to answer and Muslim to answer to me. What book was given to Adam? Please provide a copy of this book given to Adam and tell us the name of the book. I would love to know the name of this book and what message was in that book. Question number two, which community was Adam a prophet of? While we all know that he was the first person, now, how can this first person living by himself and he's a prophet? Who is he prophesying to? Which people was he talking to? Proceed. Question number three. Provide evidence from Allah's kalam given to Adam, not the Quran. Remember, Adam existed years before the Quran. So don't come to me with the Quran as the evidence. I don't want that. That Quran was not given to Adam. I need the kalam given to Adam. And this kalam given to Adam, Adam is reciting, he's saying the Shahada. As I said, I'm not interested in the Quran because Quran verses and the Quran in its totality existed thousands of years after Adam. Number two, Moses. Now, Allah and Muslim, as well, they say Moses was a Muslim. If you read in their book, Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 136, Allah say, O believer, we have believed in Allah and what has been revealed to us and what has been revealed to Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, and descendants, and what was given to Moses and Jesus. Blah, 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 blah. Now, Moses, according to this ayat, according to this kalam and Allah's kaul through Muhammad, was a Muslim and was given a book to his ummah. Now, answer me the following question. Where is the copy? I repeat again. Where is the copy of Torah that Allah revealed to Moses before the Quran? Hear me clearly. I need the copy the kalam, the Torah kalam, given to Musa before the Quran. That means this book will exist before the Quran, because Quran came years, thousands of years after Moses. Which community was Moses a prophet of? Please tell us the name of this community. Number 3, provide evidence from Moses' book. The Torah given to Moses existed years before the Quran, that Moses declared Shahada, that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is a prophet of Allah. The Shahada must have this exact kalam, the verbatim, and must exist before the Quran came to exist, before Muhammad was born. Provide evidence that Moses' book, he declared a Shahada, and that in that Shahada, he mentioned the name Muhammad. If Muhammad is not there, how can you be a Muslim and Muhammad is a prophet? Can you be a Muslim and Muhammad is not your prophet? I'm asking you a question to you guys. Quickly, Prophet Abraham. If Abraham was a prophet according to Quran chapter 10 verse 47 and Quran chapter 14 verse number 4 and Quran chapter 3 verse number 67, now tell us the name of the book that Allah gave to Abraham. Allah, you gave Abraham a book. What is the name of that book? I need that name of the book. Provide us with evidence from the verses in Abraham's book that he declared Shahada. Tell us the name of the community of which Abraham was a prophet. And furthermore, I need the source of that book. I need an independent source, not the Quran. Quran was not given to Abraham. So Quran is not the Kaur or the Kalam given to Abraham. Quran existed thousands of years of Abraham. The book must exist before Muhammad, before the Quran. Before Muhammad was born, before Quran even was there, years at the time of Abraham. I need that book. Give me a source and a link. Give it to me. I'll convert and be a Muslim. Now, Christianity was founded by Paul. That's what Muslims claim. But when you read chapter 10, verse 47, and chapter 14, verse 4, and chapter 3, verse 67, Allah is saying Abraham was not a Jew or a Muslim. How can Allah say Abraham was not a Jew or a Muslim? While Muslim, you are saying, well, Paul created Islam, created Christianity. If Abraham was not a Jew or a Christian, how can he be a Muslim and Muhammad was not born yet? Even the word Islam never existed. How can he be that? And how can you say Christianity was created by Paul and Allah is referring Abraham as a Muslim? Finally, Dawud was not a Muslim. Quran chapter 4 verse 1 to 6 is claiming that Dawud was a Muslim. However, if Dawud was a Muslim, what community was David a prophet of? Please tell us the name of the community. Where is a copy of Psalms that was given to Dawud that existed before Muhammad was born, that existed out of the Quran? Before the Quran was introduced, before Muhammad was born, Dawud was given the Zabur. I need that copy. Don't give me a story. Don't say the Bible. We're not talking about the Bible. We are talking about what Allah, the Kalam, calls Zabur, given to Dawud. I need that copy. I need the source of that copy. And in that source, Dawud is reciting the Shahada. Shalom! I prove to you that Islam is fake. They will come with all names and call him Maxwell, all these names, because they cannot prove to us that the individuals are mentioned in these 124,000 Prophet of Islam were not Muslim. Islam is fake.